Welcome to the Solbrick Show, where I'm currently working on a custom Lego City / Lego model train layout in my adult and very mature Lego room. I have this mountain area in the corner that's based on these Lego bike boxes in different sizes. So basically I have a bunch of boxes stacked on top of each other as the support construction. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by watching this video until the end. The boxes are cladded with bricks and other pieces in different earthy colors. The top of the mountain will be on this IKEA table that I'm using instead of a lot of Duplo or Lego pieces. I might create some sort of a peak on the top. Anyways, I really need to cover the side here, make it more pretty. I need to build it in a way so that mountain acts like a panel that I can remove for easy access. Trains do tend to derail inside of my tunnels and other stuff just fall down inside here. Access is, with other words, super important for our layouts. And you can see that I'm working with Duplo inside of here. There will be a beautiful trans blue waterfall hiding all of this. And that will perhaps act a bit as a window where you can see the train through the plastic water. The water will flow into this mountain lake, following down to the next waterfall. That turns into a stream that flows through or in between the pillars, this way, down to the Sea of Love. And oh, there's my coffee mug. First off, I started with a tunnel entrance. Really clean looking, but also a bit of a tight fit. If I want to run my trains through the tunnel, it might be a good idea to actually make that work. As you can see, the base is just on the edge of the bike leg box, so I need to extend that. But it's also a tight fit for the bottom rail, so the challenge is to make room for that as well. This car is pretty much the tallest rolling stock I have currently, so if it fits, then the rest of my cars and engines will probably do just fine. I think I only need 2 or 3 studs of an extension to make this work for both rails. Voila! 2 is the magic number. Totally seems to work, and there's enough space on the right side. On the left side it might be a bit too narrow if the wall would go all the way back, but I think it's going to work. Otherwise I can cheat and have a part of the mountain cover a gap in the wall. Well, I've done goofed. A bit of a mess up, so I removed everything and started over. I started to build a cliff too far away from the IKEA table, which kind of misses the whole point of using the table in first place. And this whole section was out here, which is too much. The table was dirt cheap and needs to compensate for all the money the rest of this building is costing the citizens in Soultown, so everything will be moved back against the table. If we come around here, this is a space that won't be that visible all of the time, but I do want to be able to film from different angles, so it's important that all sides looks at least decent. I like these larger panel pieces. They add some interest to what easily can become a boring wall. A narrow path, but it's the one I'm choosing. And for some context, this is behind the lake. I really need to finish this area sooner than later, because it's going to be difficult to work back here when more of the town is developed, but not in this video. I've added more Duplo behind here and a Duplo plate that works well as supports. This is held together with normal Lego bricks. This part is hollow underneath the gray plates. Gotta save on those very expensive Lego parts, right? That pretty much is the shape of the entrance. I can fit my arm through here, so that's awesome. Let's stop and glare at this. I feel that as long as we can see the table, this doesn't look like a mountain, so best to keeping on with the building. Here's the waterfall panel thingy, and I wanted it to be sturdy since I might have to remove it every now and then, so the backside looks like this. I used black bricks since they are less visible against the darkness inside the mountain. As you can see, this seems to be rather stable. I built way too many flimsy panels in the past, so this is some sort of progress. Hey, let's put it in already. Slide it in like so. Alrighty, I've been working on adding some more cliffside over here and a brown part that will turn into a tree. Looks pretty. I still have this gap over here, and up here I need to cover the table corner. The rest of this area will be worked on in the future, but now I'm going to extend the greenery on top of the tunnel so it's not all square. I have this bag of green slopes. Just move the tanks a bit like so. I don't want this straight edge here. I think it will look more natural if the shaping is more uneven, so these parts are rather good for this sort of application. Just zigzag them a bit. The whole point is that this won't look perfect. Embrace the imperfection. Looks rather smart, and I'm going to cover this with plates and one more layer of bricks to get up to the tabletop level. A plate is in with some red bricks under as support. Let's add the rest of the parts as fast as I can, and then I have to move over these base plates. And I need to tidy this area. When working on this, I nudged the rail, resulting in the caboose falling off. But the upside of that is that I can test out how easy or not it is to get in there and get stuff out. Seems to be working quite nicely. The caboose is in shambles, but don't worry, it's Lego. I have to fill in the rest of the gaps with some 1x1 green bricks. Now the base plates are in a different green, but most of it will be covered. Let's put in a normal green plate as a transition for the time being. Yeah, give me some suggestions for what to put up here. I know some of you want a castle or some sort of a tower ruin. Let's work on the tunnel detailing. I'm going with slopes and bricks with some distance between them. I'm imagining a crown for a king tunnel. And then we will have to add some plates to hold this all together. I mean, that looks rather smart. Oh, I messed up. I totally goofed once again. Hey, it's Mama Bear and Baby Bear. Awesome. Oh, we should totally move the train. What a sight to behold. It's like it's alive. I felt like I messed up the crown part, so I extended it backwards, which I think looks gooder. And I've added the foliage to the tree. Let's look at this. Oh yeah, I have some hanging vines on the side as well. Looks good, to be honest. On top, I'm counting on your advice, but remember that the stream needs to flow up here. I also need to cover the sides of the rail. Lots of work to be done, but it's the journey that is the true goal. Have a look at that train though. I need to make some more custom engines and rolling stock. With that said, stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe. And watch out for the train! I'm alright.